And we're back, freshly rested up. So really, I think what Lancey would be doing right now, it's a new day. It's the first day in Baldur's Gate, the city. Explored most of the city and have to head back to this area. I suppose I should do some exploring. So here's what Lancey is thinking, which has been kind of hard for me. He is a paladin, a chivalrous one. He's really interested in finding out what happened to Gorion. I think vengeance and understanding is high up on his list. And now that we're here in the city of Baldur's Gate, it seems like things are getting kind of real with the Iron Throne. And we will just have to see if there's a bunch of baddies. So far so good, but I'm just not looking forward at all to a bunch of Daviorns running around. That would be cool. So, what I think is happening here is a mix of getting stronger and getting to the bottom of everything. Oh, hey, I think I know that dude. Yeah, I saved him.
You there! Identify yourself!
It is so pleasant to see your faces once again. Don't you recognize me? It is I, Aldith Sessionstar. I'm so glad to have met you, especially at a time like this. I need to speak with you privately. Will you listen to what I have to say? Of course we'll listen. What is it that you have to say? Thank you so much, my friends. This should suffice for privacy. I'm sorry for all this hiding and skulking, but there are dire events afoot. You know that I am one of the principal shareholders of the Merchants League. Well, I share ownership of the company with two others, Erlentree and Zorl Maiar, two very distinguished gentlemen. When I returned from my hunting trip, thanks to you, I might add, I found that my two partners had undergone some profound changes, nothing physical or overt, but something far more sinister. Go on, what's so sinister? It's as if my partners had become wholly different people while I was gone. They almost take an active interest in squandering our company's resources on frivolous and stupid ideas. If they continue on this course, the company will be in shambles in but a few weeks. I know you have already helped me once, but I ask for your assistance again. I have no other recourse. Oh, what do you want us to do? Come into the Merchants League estate with me. I'll explain that you are old friends of mine and will quarter all of you in the guest chambers. From there, please investigate my partners, perhaps using magic or any of the other skills you possess. Learn as much as you can during your visit, and then report back to me after you're done. It should only take a couple of days. Ah, well, I'm happy to help him. That seems like a really good source of information and influence. So, it sounds like an easy job. We'll do it. I already suspect doppelgangers. Then just follow me into the Merchants League estate. You may begin the investigation as soon as you get inside. I shall be waiting for any reports of your progress on the second floor. Well, speaking of things that I want to be doing, I thought it was a mixture of getting more experience, getting more gold, and getting to the bottom of this. Wow, okay. Hi, guards. Hello, sir. If I'm not being too forward, might I suggest something? Sure, continue. If I've guessed correctly, you're here to investigate Zorl. These are high-quality guards. Zorl and Erlentree. I think you should contact my superior, Brandalar. He might be able to help you. Well, that is a good first step. Brandalar. Nice chairs. Merchant. They're probably all doppelgangers, huh? Let's see how they behave.
I've got the best prices this side of Cormier.
You're Aldeth's childhood friends, aren't you? You know, if I were you, I'd be careful around here. Is there a reason why we should? Erlentree and Zorl have been acting strangely. I don't know what it is about them, but they don't seem to be their usual selves. Oof, I'm gonna... thank you for the information. I'm not gonna press too hard right now. I'm going to talk to
insist.
So I'm gonna have this conversation right next to Zorl. Awesome.
What do you need?
Hold! I'm Commander Brandelar. I lead the household guard. You must be the people Aldeth brought back with him, his so-called childhood friends. That likely story might have hoodwinked some of the others, but I have known Aldeth since he was a kid, and none of you ring any bells. Don't you know, Aldeth has hired us on to investigate his partners. They've been acting strangely of late. I'm glad you've been honest with me. There you go, Lancey. To tell you the truth, I've been somewhat suspicious of my other employers as well. They haven't been themselves, and they seem to have a completely callous outlook on the future of their business. I'd almost have to say that Erlentry and Zorl aren't who they say they are, or they've had their minds taken over, or some other rot. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do because they're my employers. I might be able to turn a blind eye if you were to investigate what they've been doing. If you can find some hard proof that exposes what's been happening, I might be able to do something about this whole mess. What do you say? Ah, sure. Let's work together. Right. Well, why don't I go to the floor that doesn't have Zorl or Erlentry
Very well.
on it? Also, it's kind of freaking me out that I think this is supposed to be the sound of merchants and business dealings in the background. It sounds just kind of like a garbled alien speech. I hope it's not trapped. Nothing. Boy, that was suspicious, though.
All right, all right.
Well, why don't I send
I'm
anyone
gone.
to do some sneaking? Bartender?
You want some whiskey?
I don't recognize you. Are you new to the Merchants League? Well, it matters little. I don't have anything to drink. My masters haven't ordered any new booze to replace our last stock. Kind of thoughtless of them, but then they've been acting weird for a while now.
I've got the best prices this side of Cormier.
Okay. I'm not quite ready to say, was that a threat? Just a book. I think I'm looking for a fancy scroll. Ooh. Well, I'm just gonna check for traps, and that's a good reminder to quick save. Whoa, lots of scrolls. It's probably an easy quest. Shalak, I'm glad to hear that you were successful in disposing of Zorl with his identity. Doppelgangers. You should be able to infiltrate more of your kindred into the Merchants League estate. Kill Erlentry as soon as possible. And then that fop, Aldeth, your friend. Shalak, as long as Aldeth lives, he is a great threat to all of us. He's friends with the mercenaries who have been stirring up so much trouble in the south. If he were to confide his fears with them, it would be disastrous. Kill him soon. Pleases me that you now count Erlentry among your number, but you must kill Aldeth Sashenstar. He's a foppish dilettante with no skill and little intellect. It confuses me that you have not killed him yet. Have your skills withered? Right back soon. Alright. I think I'm just going to copy these notes just in case. That seems like a good idea. Well, I think in general that was kind of an easy quest, if that's it. I suspect most of these merchants running around, or else I would be... Hey, the cooks always know stuff.
What?
I don't like no snot-nosed brats causing trouble here. You better scram before I give you a whipping. Okay.
All right, all right.
Well, again, that seems to be pretty conclusive, so I'm going to talk to Brandelar. We found some documents that you might find very interesting. Here, take a look. This is exactly what I need. Erlentry and Zorl are obviously doppelgangers. I want you to track down and kill every one of these monstrous shapeshifters. Whoa, I was going to tell Aldeth. How about
I'm
he's
gone.
not? Alright, merchants, how many of you are doppelgangers? Oh, it wasn't a threat. Okay. I was ready to start. Whew. Doing some slaying. Hey, Aldeth. Those monsters still live. Put an end to them. That's tricky. I have to go down that stair.
Yes, you insist.
Alright. Woohoo, alright.
My blade will cut you down to size.
This actually seems pretty easy. I don't think I've taken a hit yet from any of these doppelgangers, either from Seven Sons or here so far. Oh no, we lost a guard. I'm gonna just pilfer the guard. Alright, I'll
Very well.
what's up? No, they don't.
All right.
Oh, maybe they do. There was nobody up here. Okay, protect the range.
All right.
Seems like a lot of action. Let's glitter dust them. Blind a few, maybe.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Well, I think that gave me an edge, but I really don't think that I needed that glitter dust. Wasn't just what I needed. Alright. Is there anything in that table now? Oh, there's more doppelgangers.
Your life ends here.
Also, I just really want to check, is my difficult? Yeah, I'm on core. Was I on hard before? I don't think so. Maybe I was. Because this seems pretty easy. Hey, hey, hey.
Of Helm!
Crunch. Oh, the crunch and the level up sound. Ah. That was lovely.
If you insist.
Just lovely. Right, what's up? I must thank you for saving my consortium. I will reward all of you greatly. Man, good to help merchants. For what you have done for me. I hope what I give you now is reward enough. This sword is a family heirloom and could be useful if you were ever to run into those shape-shifting creatures again, which I think I will. Know that if ever you are in trouble, you can come to my estate. What? 100 gold?
All
Dude,
right.
Flaming Fist gave me like 6,000 for less doppelganger killing. Who's slow? Am I slowed? Ooh, a purple bastard sword. Why don't you identify that sword? Kondar +1. At first glance, the sword appears much like any other. Really, it's purple. In the presence of any shape-shifting creature, however, the blade becomes warm as its power stirs. Its namesake was the original owner of the weapon, and his tale, though mostly forgotten, was wrought with treachery and deceit. Rumors persist that he paid a fearsome price for this blade, but with it he revealed the true identities of those that sought to betray him. Their names and crimes, however, are long since lost to history. Woo! Thaco is +3 versus shapeshifters. Holy moly. Who uses bastard swords? That's a Jantis. So essentially, this is as good as the +1 bastard sword, but has the advantage of extra fun against shapeshifters. That's cool. Oh, I need to identify this. Manual of Quickness. A typical manual of quickness of action provides the reader with a wide variety of tips and pointers regarding the motion and coordination of one's hands and feet. This small tome is much in demand by people from many walks of life, including rogues wishing to improve their sleight of hand, and paladins wanting to perfect their thrust and parry. The secret of such a manual lies in its magical nature, as it permits an individual to raise his or her dexterity by a single point. Unfortunately, the manual will disappear after a single use. Well, I really feel like Imwin could use that with her dexterity going from 18 to 19. Oh, but take off my gauntlets of dexterity. I could get my dexterity up to 15 and free those gauntlets up for Jantis. That kind of makes sense to me, especially because I'm the main character. See what that does for Jantis's. Wow, good armor class right there. All right, I feel good about that. Lancy, let's do that. 15. Cool, cool. What I need is a strength one so I can carry stuff. That'd be nice. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can level up. Man, I blew 1,000 past the level up need. Okay. Oh, turn undead. I don't think I've used that yet. 14 hit points, lay on hands 2, Thacker reduced 1, weapon proficiencies, which I can't use because I'm a paladin. I've been going sword and shield style. As a cavalier, I can't use any ranged weapons. So I think I'm going to put my second one into dagger because that's really my only ranged option right now. Ajantus, let's take care of you also. Same sort of deal. He gets 12 hit points. Let's see. Let's also put that into sword and shield. I think it'll be really limited situations where I pull out the two-handed sword Spider's Bane. Whoa, Jahir, so close. Boy, I'm far away. I am far away. I think I can hit that. At least in the original Baldur's Gate, the experience cap was 89,000. So I can level up before the end of this thing.
Your wish? If you insist.
So anyways, back to exploring a little more.
All right, all right.
So here's what I've been thinking. Lancy has been asking his companions, what do I do? Because he wouldn't just charge in and assume. I like that everyone's looking at this fountain. It's nice. So I think Ajantis as a paladin, serving helm, evil there, evil here, we gotta get rid of it. He would be really pushing for avenging Gorion, because that to Ajantis would be an evil thing. And so that aligns pretty well with Lancy. Khalid, I think, is a more cautious sort of a person, and actually, can you see the whole thing? Yeah.
If you insist.
I feel like Khalid would be more cautious. What? Where's the street? It's like dirt.
Well,
Okay, there we go. Because, well, that's Khalid. Seems like a main gate. So I think Khalid would be more in favor of side quests and finding out the lay of the land before jumping in to the main quest. East to Marketplace. Cool.
Well, I never.
Lady Hannah. There ought to be a law to keep lecherous old men like Rage Fast. Hey, I know his nephew. Rage Fast off the streets. Whoa, calm down. Lecherous what's like who? Rage Fast. Oh, he makes me seethe. He's a mage on a power trip. And what does he do? He acquires his own personal nymph and enslaves her in his quarters. That's kind of intense. Men are callous brutes, and personally, I wish the world were rid of them. Well, I think that's offensive to, especially Jahira imprisoning a nymph, and probably the Lancy. Why, that's a horror. I will seek him out and look into this matter immediately. Oh, good. This world still has some honor left. Oh, Lancy feels good with that. His house is in the northwest part of town. I wish you luck. All the passion of my fury in your task. Lady Hannah is just like, ex-lover of Rage Fast. I'm still on the lookout for Oberon's estate. area, this city is big. That's great.
All right, all right.
I don't know. Okay, so anyways, back to my party.
What?
Jahira wants to get out of the city ASAP. So I am thinking that Jahira would be like, hey, let's find who did this to Gorion, get out of here so I can like get back to my nature stuff. That's a good friend of Gorion. I think we're gonna do it. Let me explore a little more because I'm talking. Good friend of Gorion's. She would want to know what happened, who done it, and I think Jahira would avenge Gorion with the gambling tent. I'm just gonna get pickpocketed in there. Okay, who else? Zan just kind of doesn't care. Oh, we're all doomed. Life is so hard. It doesn't matter where we go. He's not gonna care. Imwin wants to find out what happened to Gorion. I know that. It's a pretty cool ride. Is it like a rock back and forth sort of a thing? I'm not gonna go into that gambling tent. I'm gonna get pickpocketed. Fortune teller. Just, sure, let's give that a shot. Let's do that. Fortune teller and Oberon. We'll do that really quick. Oh, I should just stop with the fortune teller, huh? Divine. Oh yeah, Emwin. So Emwin wants to find out, Jahira wants to find out, Jantis wants to find out, I want to find out. Khalid and Zan would be like, meh. So overall, I don't want to do too many side quests right now, until I really get knowing who the culprits are.
All right, all right.
Knowledge used wisely is the most powerful of tools.
That's a good saying. You wish to hear the arcane knowledge of Hasper? It will cost you 50 gold for the answers to your questions, no matter how small. Will you pay or will you leave? Ooh. Here's the money, seer, but you'd better be for real. I am for real. Now, what is it that you wish to know? I must tell you, I only have the strength to answer a single question in a day. It's been a slow day, huh? So be careful in what you ask. Who's the richest man and where does he keep all his money? No. Who is the leader of the Iron Throne? They are led by Realtar and Jev. Cannot answer any more questions. I must leave now. You know? Okay. Alright. I'll come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. Well, this video is a little over 20 minutes. And I think this deal with the airship stuff, Oberon, the state. Where'd you go? Okay. Captain Imp, Missing Citizens, Alatos. Sneak, steal, flying ship, persuade, or steal. Spellbook, statuette, artifact. Okay? So a little thievery. Why would Lancey be doing some thievery? Because I'm going to make the Thieves Guild happy, at least neutral. I don't want to be on their bad side. And more gold and more experience. 32,000 gold is a good thing. Oh man, I need to take care of that Ankeg shell. I'm going to run that by... I haven't found any smiths yet, so I think I might have to go back to Ergost to Thunderhammer. And we'll call it there. I actually know I have to go to Thunderhammer, but I'm just kind of playing this out. Anyways, okay, that'll happen another day, and see you next time. We're going to do a bit of work for the Thieves.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
Why did you have to say that? Remind me of... I don't know if Gorion would really approve of working for the Thieves. Anyway, see you next time.